Hello everyone, today's video is all about recording the bite at final vertical dimension in centric relation for your full mouth reconstruction cases. The first question is, why record the bite in centric relation and why not in maximum intercuspation? Because maximum intercuspation is a habitual position. It is not repeatable, recordable or reproducible. Centric relation position, on the other hand, is reproducible, recordable, repeatable position, and this is the position that is most comfortable to the temporomandibular joint as well as the muscles of mastication, and is a position in which if you align your teeth, then they will have the longest lasting life. So you have to record all your bites for your full mouth reconstruction cases in centric relation only. Now comes the second question. Can we record the bite in a patient on an arbitrary vertical dimension and drop the pin on the articulator? Or we have to record the bite in the patient's mouth at the final vertical dimension that we need only? Which is better? The answer is you should record the bite in patient's mouth at the final vertical dimension only, rather than recording the bite at an arbitrary vertical dimension and dropping the pin on the articulator at the desired vertical dimension. Now suppose you want to record the patient's bite at an arbitrary vertical dimension, and if you want to set the pin at the required vertical dimension on the articulator by dropping it or increasing it. In this case, you need to record the horizontal condylar guidance of the patient accurately, and you need to program the articulator accordingly accurately. In case there is a discrepancy between the horizontal condylar guidance in the patient and on your articulator, then the protrusion, the lateral excursions as in the patient's mouth will not be copied on the articulator on the casts. Rather than getting into such problems, it is always better to calculate the amount of vertical that you have to raise and take leaf gauge and record the final bite in centric relation at this desired vertical dimension in the patient's mouth and transfer it as it is on the articulator. Now, how do we do that? This is very simple. First, calculate how much vertical do you need to raise for your full mouth reconstruction case. If you don't know how much vertical you need to raise in your full mouth reconstruction case, just go ahead and listen to my previous video on how to calculate how much vertical is to be raised in your full mouth reconstruction case. Now, once you know how much vertical is to be raised in your full mouth reconstruction case, let us assume it is X mm. Just pull a leaf gauge. Pull out the number of leaves from the leaf gauge equal to X mm. X mm is the amount of vertical that you want to raise in your patient. Now stack them together and put it in patient's mouth in the front as in the photograph below. Ask the patient to squeeze the leaf gauge and try to clench on the posterior teeth. Observe if the posterior teeth are getting disoccluded. In case all the posteriors are getting disoccluded in your patient at your desired vertical dimension of X mm, you're good to go. Deprogram the patient on this leaf gauge for 20 minutes, asking the patient to keep clenching on the back teeth and recline the patient, and go ahead and record the bite. In case your patient is not comfortable on the leaf gauge holding it for 20 minutes, you can make a flat plane deprogrammer for this patient at this desired vertical dimension and put it in patient's mouth and deprogram them for next 20 minutes at a reclined position and go ahead and record the bite. Now what if you place the leaf gauge in the patient's mouth, ask them to squeeze, and you don't see posterior disocclusion? In such cases, if you are doing a full mouth reconstruction in this patient for sure, and your bite record and mounting is not for diagnostic purpose or for a test drive only, in those cases, if you see that the posteriors are touching only a little bit and you can trim out a little bit of enamel and achieve posterior disocclusion, you can go ahead, trim the posteriors that are touching a little bit, achieve disocclusion, and record the bite on final vertical dimension. Now, if you see that the posteriors that are touching cannot be reduced only a little and disocclusion cannot be achieved, in such cases you have no option. You will have to raise the bite a little bit more on the leaf gauge or on the flat plane and record the bite in patient's mouth and drop the pin on the articulator. But be sure in those cases you have to record the horizontal condylar guidance accurately and program the articulator accordingly, because you want to simulate the patient's mandibular movement on the articulator accurately to plan the occlusion in your full mouth reconstruction cases absolutely accurately.